Yo, what's up, Quoted? What's up, Kenny? What's up, Kaiser? Hello, Diva. What's up, Y?
Want a taste?
Alright, let's do this. Raid time, boys. I needed some sugar, so gummy bears. Sorry. How's it going, Kenny? Alright, so I didn't do any raid runs last stream, so I figure I'll do some raid runs now. Y's here. Y expressed to me the other day in the team chat, or crew chat, that he didn't get to run any raids, so Y, this is it, man. Join on up, and we can run the raids, broski. How good are those weapons I have? I think they're all pretty good. Fiona's probably one of the top tier weapons right now. Nemesis is best healer, I think, or one of the best, and I have Zero at A5, and I think Zero is, somebody said, meta right now. I'm not sure how accurate those people are, but you know, you can't listen to other people. Sometimes people are right, but you have to go with your own instinct and your own feelings and impressions about stuff that you use in a game. Do your own like research and whatnot, and if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Oh, why? You can't. You're at work. Well, were you at work when you were trying to play the last time? Because you made it sound like why that you were here and trying to play. Were you at work then too? Hello, Kuma. No, I just woke up, PCH. I wasn't streaming the entire time. I've only been live now for 3 minutes and 29 seconds. I guess you just got a notification? And if that's the case, that is awesome. College football, Kenny Rum? Oh, you wore that day too. I see. Well, I guess that makes sense.
What a wonderful surprise.
Well, I guess no raids then. I was gonna do it for you as soon as I saw you, but I guess not. What's up, Hypertail? Guess I know what I will do though. They really need to give you more of this stuff quicker, don't they? Did I finish the challenge raid? No, I haven't found any group strong enough to do it. So far, I've only been doing the raids on stream, so, I mean, I know my character's probably not strong enough to do it, so no, unfortunately. I have to wait until I raise a couple of levels and I might be able to do it, or people start to raise a couple of levels and they'll be able to carry me, whatever the case may be. I'm going to continue working to make my character as strong as possible, though, so I can do that content. I'm trying to farm this world boss so I can get Crow Chip. Wait, what world boss are you farming to get Crow's Chip? Is it Apophis? Not Apophis. What did I get it from? I got it from Sobek, I think I got. Right? Work just keeps you busy. I know the feeling. I had to private the last stream that I did because I wasn't happy with what was said in that stream. So here I am doing another one for 3 hours, and hopefully this will be a more positive experience. You're doing Sobek. Well, would you like help doing Sobek? I think I have 1 chip. I can get a reward from Sobek right now. I was pretty sure it was Sobek. I mean, I can try and see what happens. The person Kuma in the chat, if you're watching this later on as a video on demand, I don't know, he's like being super challenging right now by saying things like, because the group I put together to do the initial raids on raid day the other day, we were doing the first raid. It was easy, like we were clearing it. So I queued us up to do the challenge one, and it was super difficult. Like, the team that I was with, we were doing pretty good. We had a couple of damage dealers, but we couldn't deal enough damage to it to like clear any of the health bars before time was up. And in the chat right now, the guy is saying like, that's weird. On PC, we cleared it the first day. So I don't know if he's like being like slightly trolly a little bit to get a response, or he's just being genuine. But I don't know. I put together a team of people that watched the stream, and we definitely couldn't do it. I guess he wasn't watching that stream or something. I don't know. I guess my character is not as strong as it's supposed to be right now. Nah, he trolled you because that challenge required around 80k CS to clear on PC. Oh, he is kind of trolling. I see. Kuma, why would you come in and be kind of trolly? It's not nice. I try to be nice and friendly to everybody that comes through. But I don't know. I guess he's just low-key just trying to say my character's trash. I can only do what I can do. My CS is nowhere near 80k. Well, whatever the case may be, nobody's queuing up for the challenging raid, so I guess I'll cancel it. I did want to do the Zuyan raid, but earlier nobody was doing that either. I guess what I'll do is just Okay, so I need some of those. I don't think I can get one right now. Oh, I can't. I can get one. Exactly one. It's fantastic. They should put those things elsewhere. Oh, what's up, Midnight Valkyrie? Welcome to the stream. How are you? So glad to see you back. How has your gaming been lately? Oh yeah, also...
I'm on a roll.
Also, in case if anybody was wondering, I'm pretty sure that we are still... Wow, we went back up. Well, we have 2 spots left open in the crew if anybody wants to join it. Alright, well, I guess I'll do this then. You know, PvP was kind of fun. I have none of these weapons, so I'll just put together my own group of weapons that I think are good. So I'll keep execute. I guess I'll go with land. What do you feel? Do you feel like balance is okay to do in Bygone Phantasm? I feel like balance would be great, but you're not going to do that much damage. I mean, you still get like a damage bonus, right? Equip at least one weapon of any type, increase final damage, and decrease damage reduction by 5%, shatter and healing effect by 20%. Okay. I mean, you do increase your final damage by 5%. You're just not getting... I think I do that. We'll see how that works for a while. Hubby Tubby says Mimi Huang next banner. That's right. Can't wait until Mom's 60 so I can raid. I'm trying to bait. Should I start buying crystals? I'm tempted. Please don't take simple questions as troll or attack on your gear at all. Why attack at all, Akuma? If we can't do something, why not just take it at face value? We couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. There's no need to attack or question. I'm sorry that my character isn't strong enough. I'm trying my best to make my character stronger. I'm doing everything that I can to make my character stronger, actually. No, I gotta go with my best choice here. I gotta use old Zeke. I think this is probably my most powerful build, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's probably my most powerful build. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I'll do a couple of Bygone Phantasm, I guess, since I really don't know what else to do. And I'll just talk to the chat. Try to raise my Bygone Phantasm level a little bit. I'm sufficient to start from level 316. Well, let's jump a level then, shall we? Hey, Crypto Seizure, thank you for the $2 donation, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we could all use more booster module 2 types. I honestly can't tell you how to get more. Not off the top of my head. You know what? I tried that sequential phantasm, man. That thing is hard. That thing is super hard. I don't even know, bro. I was doing it to like do the do some event or something. I needed to do it for an event, and it was just very difficult. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I should do that, especially on stream, and like kind of be embarrassing. I think I might want to get my character a little bit stronger first before I even attempt it, or on stream anyway. You got Human, nice. Human's my favorite tank weapon. I know Human's probably not the best tank weapon, but definitely my favorite tank weapon. Now, we don't have to wait long for content. I hope they keep this up. Other games have come out strong out the gate like this in the past. You get new content every month, and I think that is a very good business model that keeps your players playing, something new to do every month. And it's not like Tower of Fantasy doesn't have a lot of content anyway. There's a lot to do in the game. I think some people just may get bored of playing the game, and then they'll blame like there's nothing to do, it's dry, it's stale. Because I kind of found myself last night thinking, bro, there's nothing else to do. And I'm like, well, there is stuff to do. It's fine because sequential is where you test your limit. I mean, I was at no health the entire time, and the only thing that was keeping me alive was using Zeke and his skill, and that was really just keeping me alive. Hello, Nick. What's good with you, man? I'm just chilling. Late night stream. You know, the late night chill vibes, I guess. Trying to raise my bygone phantasm level because people were bragging that their bygone phantasm levels were so much higher than mine. And I really don't do bygone phantasm like that, so I figured why not. Nothing else to do on a stream besides do this and talk to the chat. Kind of just shoot the S with them. So, gang, how are we feeling about your Tower of Fantasy account? Do you feel like you would do something different on your Tower of Fantasy account, knowing everything that you know now for the PlayStation launch? Like, if you got the chance to go back over and start over again, would you do everything the same way, or would you change, like, some things? That's a really good question, too. And if you would change something, like, what would be the one thing? You get to change one thing that you did. What would be the one thing that you changed? I don't think I would change anything. I'd probably do everything the exact same. Yeah, I'd probably do everything the exact same. I can't see anything differently that I would do. I might start farming more pieces of elite level armor earlier, but I don't think that would make much of a difference in the grand scheme of anything. You would A6 Fiona? What? Yeah? You'd forego all your other characters and just focus on Fiona? My account is good, but I'd redo my armor upgrade because I got them to max stars before knowing what the watches do. Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. Changed my characters I pulled for. Really, you're not happy with your characters, Nick? If I go back, I would not spread my upgrade throughout a bunch of weapons. That's what I tried not to do this time around because I did that on PC. I legitimately spread all of my upgrades through all of my weapons, and it was at the end when I was just like, I need more upgrades. And I was trying to, like, not do that on this account. So I did that not as much as I'd hoped to. Like, I ignored some weapons, you know what I mean? Like, there are some weapons on my PC account I didn't ignore anything. Like, I even upgraded SR weapons, you know what I mean? So, I said, here, I'm going to even ignore SSR weapons. And I did that, and I feel like I did that to the best of my ability. So I didn't spread out my upgrades. But even still, I ran out of, I'm out of stuff to upgrade my weapons with, which is tragic. Personally speak, your TOF count is already pretty strong. It could be stronger. I was getting out DPS by Quoted, who's free to play. I don't know how I was getting out DPS by Quoted, who was free to play. I know that probably shouldn't even be a possibility, but like when I tried to out DPS him, I could out DPS him. I don't think I should have to try to out DPS somebody that's free to play on my account. So I don't know. I think I maybe have done something wrong. Maybe I should have focused on making a couple weapons like super strong, so that wouldn't happen. Hello, Raiden Shogun. I'm min-max on physical. Yeah, I'm not. I only just now started to try to max out my fire. No, I haven't tried testing rotation on Cactus. I haven't really tried to learn rotations yet. I feel like when I start to learn rotations, that's when things are going to change. My friend Sinisteria, he practices rotation. He tries to tell me rotations on characters all the time in PlayStation messages, and I kind of just don't listen. Because I still want my game to be like a press buttons fantasy game, you know? And it kind of like goes into the vein of, I don't want my games to turn into a math equation. And this is just my own personal OCD. There's nothing like wrong with it or anything like that. Like, I feel like I shouldn't even comment on it, but I just feel like once I start doing rotations like that, I'll say it like this, right? This is the best way that I can choose to explain it. There was a game called DC Universe Online that I played a long time ago on this channel. And I didn't do rotations or anything, and I had a pretty powerful account. I had a lot of skill points, so my character was really strong. But I didn't do rotations, because it just turns into something very mechanical. And I don't want my video game to be very mechanical. I want my video games to be random. I want it to be, like, spontaneous, and, you know, whatever. It's not lost on me that rotations are smart, because on that DC Universe Online game, one of the powers that I was using at the time, I think it was Quantum. It was trash for a very long time, and then Quantum got this really big update where Quantum was the top DPS, and you really didn't have to do much to be top DPS, but if you came across other Quantum users, you're going to be in trouble, because they're going to probably out DPS you unless you knew the rotations. So I had to learn the rotations, and it just turned into me getting into raids, doing the same thing every single time without change, and it became just this mechanical process, and it was boring. And at first it was cool because I was out DPSing literally everybody. I think maybe when I learned the rotations, I can only remember one time in history that I got out DPS, and it was because the person had like 100 more skill points than me or something. But I just remember just feeling miserable. Go in, do this, do this, do this, do this, and then every time I used Quantum, because I knew that this was the best, I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't operate outside of rotation. And it just became unfun. And I eventually just didn't want to do it anymore. And I don't want that to happen to this game. But yes, it's not lost on me what rotations are and what the best is and all those stuff. I mean, eventually I'm probably going to do it, but like I said, I'm not trying to chase numbers like that. Not really. And that's, you know, I know that sounds kind of hypocritical coming from somebody who just said, oh, I got out DPS by this free-to-play player. Well, if you don't want to get out DPS, well, you're going to have to do stuff to not get out DPS instead of complain about it. So I get it. It's not lost on me. I just want my game to remain a game for as long as possible instead of turning into a math problem. Yeah, I understand that, Joey. Like, I get the reason of rotations. I do. I like what Quoted said in the chat. He says, if you have to whip out the calculator for something in the game, you lost me. Yeah, essentially that's what people are doing. You got every right to enjoy the game the way you want to enjoy it. Also, don't forget to grab some water, big homie. I actually don't have a water bottle next to me. Thank you for reminding me. At some point in time, I'll take a break and go get some water. Only thing I grabbed was some sugar so I could keep streaming. So, anywho, what do you think they could have done differently for the heroic raid? Because it isn't lost on me how strong our characters are and how, like, overpowered some of our weapons are. I mean, but that's, I mean, what percentage of players do you think are like us, though? Because I still can queue into a regular Frontier Clash, and I'll get people who are my level, but they're not doing what I'm doing. They're not doing anything close to what I'm doing. So I feel like there are probably a percentage of people out there playing the game, probably a large percentage of people, the casuals we'll call them, that are not clearing that raid like that. They're actually doing the raid as it was intended to be done, with a little bit of difficulty. You think? Heroic should be difficult but fun with 8-man, but can be beat by 3 people. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's also because, too, in that group we had Quoted, we did have, like, 1 dolphin and 2 certified whales. Like, we definitely had 2 certified whales in that group that were out DPSing me, which is insane. I'm not saying I'm, like, the pinnacle or anything like that, but I took some time to, like, put some whatever into my account to make it pretty strong, and it's always kind of amazing to me when I see somebody absolutely blow me out of the water, and those guys absolutely blew me out of the water. So we definitely had 2 whales with us. Yeah, Diva, you kind of are. I'm sorry, bud. I hate to, like, be the one to tell you, but you're kind of a whale, Diva. When you say things like, the only way I can squeeze out more damage is to buy A6 of Fiona, that's whales talking, bud. You might not be a giant tectone whale, you understand me, but you're whaling. That's whale talk. And for certainty, it's not broke people talk. Because broke people don't talk like that. Broke people say, well, you know, it is what it is. I know, because I'm a broke people. Well, if you're not a whale, do you mind sharing some of the secrets on how you were able to blow my account out of the water then? What exactly am I doing wrong if your account is weaker than mine, if that's what you're saying? Because that's what it sounds like you're trying to get at. Like, your account is weaker than mine, but you're still blowing me out of water and damage. Are you, like, saying that you super studied your rotations and that's how you're getting more damage? Like, you min-max whatever stat to your weapons? Like, you're running all ice and you've got the characters A3 for their... I mean, what's the deal? Let me know, because right now it's starting to make me feel like, oh, well, you're just trash at the game. Like, that's literally what I'm seeing you say. I'm not a whale, you're just trash at the game, buddy. Hello, No Name. How's it going?
Slipped in.
Oh, wait. That's not what I wanted to do.
Watch this.
So what are you saying, Diva? Like, you focused all of your resources into only 3 weapons? And those weapons are max level? Like, what's the max level right now for weapons? I think it's like, what, 120 for us? Is it 120? And you're saying that all the weapons that you have are 120? Yeah, I unfortunately couldn't do that. At least I felt like I couldn't do that because of YouTube stuff. I really want to be able to show all the weapons. And it wouldn't do to show using this weapon for a build if the weapon's only level 80. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't really... I felt like I couldn't focus on 3 weapons. I can definitely see the like, advantage of only focusing 3 weapons to make your you know, those weapons as powerful as possible. Using the weapon batteries for just those weapons. Using the weapon chips, matrix, you know, whatever, just for those. Like, put specific weapon chips on those weapons that are the best, and then powering up just those weapon chips with the materials they give you. I can definitely see how that can be an advantage. I didn't have the luxury of doing that, though. Because if I don't put like a Zeke build and get Lynn, Fiona, Rubilia, No, just every character on the weapon up banner, you know, here I come, bro. Well, you should do this. Why don't you do this? Why aren't you using this character? And then it just gets to be, wow, you're not good at the game. You don't have any characters. It's just my own personal fear. I feel like I gotta show everything when I do make the build videos, because the build videos for this game are kind of hard enough it is to get whatever. Yeah. I just gotta wait for them to give for a new event to pop up, and I can get these weapon batteries. Like, I'm still trying to, like... It sucks, man, because I really wanted to make an Icarus video, right? Because I got Icarus. But I felt like I couldn't, like, properly make the Icarus video, at least until I got him 110 or something. And then I can put him with an ice build that does something special. Yulon, Icarus, and Frigg. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to make that video and let people know, like, hey... But I don't know if I'm going to be able to before the banner's over with. Because I just don't have the resources to make the weapon strong enough to be viable. Is there something I'm missing? I'm 57 and I see people leveling so fast. I don't, though. I have to do a ton to get to the level, to get 1 level. Yeah, man. So how I would just advise you to get levels is to do all of your ruins. If you have ruins that you need to do, like, do them, all of them. And then, if you've finished all your ruins or whatnot, dimensional trials. Dimensional trials, like, that's one strategy that I used. I got dark crystals however I can get dark crystals. I bought vitality in the shop and just continued to do dimensional trials over and over again. And those give a nice chunk of experience. Also, are you caught up with a lot of your side quests? Because there are some side quests that just give a lot of EXP. There are some missions that you just need to do. Because, I don't know, I guess when the game first dropped on PlayStation, they sort of like skipped a bunch of stuff that was like the normal on PC, and us PC players, like when we saw that skip, we were like, wait a minute, why are they like going out of like turn with the stuff? Like we're supposed to do this. So I already foresaw when they took us to Vera, I was like, whoa. I'm gonna lose out on a lot of experience because they put us in Vera and they're not telling us to go back to Asperia at all. So I had to personally myself go back to Asperia, go back to Snowfield Warren, and do all of those quests. There's still some like huge quests that I haven't even done yet to unlock part of the Asperia map. As a matter of fact, PCH, I may call upon you to help me with that because honestly I have no idea what the quest I need to do is. There's still one gap in my map and I forgot how to do it. Like how to get to that sort of quest. It's in that other area that's like right in the middle of Snowfield, Warren Snowfield, you know what I'm talking about? It's got like the bridge, it's got like those huge towers, it's just one small circle in between Banjas, and for the life of me, I can't remember how to get there. I mean, I know how to get there, I'm strong enough to get there, but I can't remember what quest takes me there. So let's see what this guy says. Jerome says, ruins give a lot in daily bounties. I don't do ruins when my level is max. I wait until the next level increase so the experience doesn't waste. That's true right there. That's true. I don't waste my experience either. I do, however, try my best to get to like, if the level cap is at 64, I try my best to get to 64 before the next level increase. Doesn't happen usually though. I usually end up spending vitality. There's a robot you talk to and unlock. What robot? Do you know where that robot's at? Alex Crazy? Because I completely forgot. Do you guys think I should turn on a light? Shout out to Joseph McElwain for becoming a new sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. What am I at? 326? How high do you think I should try to go to? I like what Hockey Boy just said. That sounds like something I would do. A6 Claudia quickly, play the game slowly. Enjoy the character, right? Am I right? I think I've done that. I used that philosophy without knowing I was using that philosophy such a long time ago. Back when Final Fantasy VII first came out, like in 1996 or something, I was hard on that game. I learned of a not exactly a glitch, but like a flaw in the game when you played it. Back then you could fight an enemy repeatedly over and over. Basically it was the first, like, well, not the first, but my first entrance of not entrance, but my first like thing with farming. Like I knew about farming and, you know, grinding and getting XP and other like RPG games, but since Final Fantasy VII was like my first RPG game, I think that was like one of the first times that I was just like, okay, so you fight this over and over again, and you can just infinitely get a good chunk of EXP over and over. So I did that, and the whole thing between me and my friend group at the time was to not leave Midgar before Barrett had Satellite Beam. So it was like, essentially, we were getting OP really fast and then playing the game really slow. And just enjoying just destroying everything as much as possible. Okay, yes, it's in the open area. You can miss it by mistake? Probably, man. What level do you think I should go to, guys? Do you think I should chill at 3:30 and then go do this this mission? Because I really want to do it. But I'd like to end at like an even level. I'm happy with my team. A0 Leo, A1 Lan, and A0 Fiona. I only wish Fiona healed a bit more. It would be nice if Fiona healed a bit more. I do like weapons that do heal that aren't like healer weapons. Like Zeke, right now, like I was just thinking about it, like I have a pretty good economy going of heals. Because Fiona's giving me some heals back, Zeke gives me heals back. So, I mean, I'm pretty self-sustained. Like, my next video is probably going to be, like, how to create the perfect team. So let me ask you guys this. Like, I have some ideas that I'm going to put in the video. But just for the sake of me live streaming and talking to you guys in the live stream and getting you guys to, like, you know, interact or whatever. What's at least one advice that you would give one person? Let's just say, little Jeremy just got Tower of Fantasy for the first time because he saw PewDiePie play it and he likes the game. What would you tell Jeremy if you could give him advice on building a team? One piece of advice. The advices that I'm going to go with is to make sure you at least have one character that has a shatter or high shatter ability, not necessarily a tank, but a fortitude character, but one character that can shatter, because there are some characters that have a lot of shatter, but they're not fortitude, they're not tank weapons. So at least one character that has shatter, and for certainty, at least one character that's either a dedicated healer or can heal. And those are the main two pieces of advice that I have right now. I'm pretty sure I can just think of some other stuff if I give it like 20 minutes of thought, you know? But I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about that. Waifu over meta. I really like that one. That is so funny. Waifu over meta. Okay. What's up, Yush? My SSRs are Frigg, Annabelle, and Shock from the Seas. Tell me about Annabelle. Are you happy with Annabelle? I don't think I've ever talked to anybody that uses Annabelle, actually. What's a good high shadow number? Well, anything in the double digits, I think. Like, I think 12 is very good. 10 is also pretty good. I mean, if your shatter weapon has a shatter of 6, that's not a good shatter weapon. Whoa, what is going on? I can't move. That's crazy. Hello, Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe, is that it? What's up? Find good matrices. One shatter weapon, one that offers buffs, and one weapon that either heals or do damage. I like that. Go Frost or Volt. They are free-to-play friendly. Now that is a really good advice. Frost or Volt, they're free-to-play friendly. Can you elaborate on that? And if anybody else has like any insights as to that comment, I want to hear more about that, because that is a really good. That's like a fantastic piece of advice. That is like something that people will comment on and say thank you. So can you just give me some more about that? It's free-to-play friendly. What does that mean as in terms of Volt and Ice? They're free-to-play friendly. Annabelle is very good, though might need to have high achievement. I see. Just try to have fun. That is a very good piece of advice. I think that's going to be one of the pieces of advice that I give. What's up, Trilex? Like, I have to have a weapon that I can enjoy using, right? Because I think that at the end of the day, if I'm somebody else that's not me but is similar to me and I play this game and I don't have a weapon that I enjoy using, I'm probably not going to play the game anymore because the game's not fun. I feel like I need Annabelle and more stars. So far I have it on none. I always want to get like a okay, this is 330. I'm going to clear 330 and then I'm going to go try to do this this mission. Hope I get some really decent rewards. It'd be dope if I do. Coca Ritter and King. Coca Ritter and King, that's one of the combos that I used in PC. Back when there was no such thing as these aren't the meta. Or there's a new meta. The original characters. Gosh. I really did enjoy using King like that. And they gave him to me like A6 over there too, so he was already like really powerful for me over there. Back when there was no such thing as like he's not the meta or this character is meta. My King was smacking people. Getting high damage out and everything. For that comment, Frost is universally known as the most free-to-play friendly because there are many options, while Flame is known to be the most pay-to-play. Is that what that says? Pay-to-play option? Volt is second free-to-play option, and Physical is like third. You know what? That is wild. This is my first time hearing of this sort of like free-to-play ranking system. Can just for my own sake, I mean, I know you've probably already elaborated on as much as possible, but I'd love to hear more about that. This is my first time hearing about it. Free-to-play ranking system. Like, I get it. Alter. Wait, so let me try to compartmentalize this in my brain. Is it free-to-play friendly because there are more characters that you can get without spending an outrageous or any money that are legitimately that element? Is that what that essentially means? Yes, most of playable characters are good at low stars. That's what I mean, okay. Yulana is not on banner, so Frost is out of the table. Volt is good with Huang not being free to play. Friendly, need high advancement. Fire can be Liuo and Faisal, Felsi in next banner, and they require low advancement. I see. Free-to-play friendly is the character requires low stars to work. Alright. Am I done with Shinobi Striker? For the time being, yes. I can't say that they don't make a new banner with Shinobi Striker, not new banner, but new DLC, and they announce that the character that I want the most come into the game, and I will hop back on the game and play it. But for right now, I just don't foresee me wanting to play the game. 350, huh? Wow. Okay. What's up, Legendary Sith Lord? You just bought a house today? Wow. Congratulations. Well, I gotta ask you, when they bought out that thick tablet of papers to sign, how, oh my god, what the were you? What's the current team comp that I'm running? I've got Fiona, Zeke, and Liua. Oh, thank you, Neil. As a homeowner, the one thing I can tell you, you're gonna need a handyman. When I was younger, I didn't understand the whole handyman thing. Because I was just like, if something fixed, just call people. But, I'm not very mechanically inclined, but a handyman helps. Hello, Chosen. Any word on when we can redo servers or nothing yet? Nothing yet. Thank you, Nil. I appreciate you, broski. Alright, so I'm here. And I know this isn't how you do it. I believe this quest starts in Asperia or Warren. The robot is around 6 o'clock on the map. It's in Loom. It's here? I'm just now downloading this game. Do you have tips for a newbie? Yeah, I got a lot of tips for a newbie. So this is what you're gonna want to do, Chosen. Now I know it's gonna be kind of difficult, like long, because you're just gonna want to hop in and play and use like, I'm a gamer, I can do this stuff. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you, homie. When you hop into this game, the controls are gonna piss you off, and you're probably going to delete the game. So I would highly, highly suggest, if you watch any video of mine, watch this video right here, PlayStation User Interface Controller Tutorial Guide. It's 19 minutes, but trust me, this is absolutely going to be worth it. And then, if you want other videos to just watch that are helpful, these tips videos, I got like 4 tips videos, so you can kind of skip these other videos until you like specifically have information that you want to know. But the interface, I can't tell you everything like in the space of whatever without like making people bored. But just please watch that video, like right now, just while it's downloading, watch that video so you have some idea, because the controls in this game are super jank when you don't know what the controls are. Like, I do my best to explain what the controls are. And then 5 tips every new player needs to know, check that one out. 7 more tips every new player needs to know, check that out. 6 more tips every new player should know, definitely check that one out. And I made one final one, I think. 5 tips every new player needs to know. So definitely check those out. And I try to like give all the information I can in those videos. And if you have any other questions, like, come on back and I'll direct you. 6 o'clock in the zone that I'm in. So over here. PCH, you are so awesome, bro. Brother. That's wild. I'm trying to click on your name to go to your channel to see, like, if you actually have any videos where you show people stuff, because BCH, you are the YouTuber's YouTuber, right? Like, your ability to explain stuff in such a way that I get it in real time is nothing short of amazing. I think that you are doing the gaming community at large a disservice from not doing what I do. Because I think that you can do what I do even better than what I do. Because I wouldn't have thought to tell somebody 6 o'clock on the map that you're... No, the zone that you're in right now, 6 o'clock on... I wouldn't have thought to do that. I wouldn't have known how to tell them where it is. I would have just told them, like, south somewhere. Keep going. Go that direction. And you've been sort of instrumental. Like, since you started coming to these streams, PCH, just thank you, man. I want you to know, I wish I could do more for you. I would mod you, but modding is just giving you responsibility that you just don't want. So it's pointless, you know what I mean? Like, unless you want to, like, time people out or be a mod, I don't know. I just think mod is, like, hyping people to be your employees. That's how I feel like mods are. It's just hyping people up to be your employees for real. That work for free. What's up, Sevens? Welcome to the stream. How are you? That's the first time that I've ever verbalized my thoughts on mods. I usually try to keep my thoughts on mods, like, quiet, but essentially that's what it is, bro. You're hyping people up to be essentially your free employees. What's up, MMCJ? Here I am quietly lurking as a mod. I appreciate. Hey, what? Sleepless Turtle. Make sure you have some water, everybody. Well, thank you. Yeah, I probably should go get a water bottle. Because my water bottle's empty. I'll be right back. That's twice I've been reminded of water, so let me go get some.
Want a taste?
Alright, I am back.
The joke yesterday was really bad, wasn't it?
There we go. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? Like, is it kind of quietly playing in the background? Is it just overpowering? Is it too loud? I kind of wanted to just be like a chill sort of mood stabilizer in the background. What did he ask me to do? Did he ask me to go do something, or am I faded? You just unlocked the map? But there's a whole quest that you're supposed to do here, right? I don't think flavored water counts. At least I always thought flavored water was kind of cheating. How did I open that map? Well, to quote PCH, go 6 o'clock on the map and you'll find a bot. Go 6 o'clock on the map and you'll find a bot in a building. I'll try to go back to him. Yeah, there it is right there. No, but there's a whole quest line that you do here. I'll stand here for a minute. You talk to this guy, Xenokami, and let me know when you got the location. Quoted with all due respect, flavored water is nasty, but that's just me. Am I free to play? No, I'm not, Sevens. Yo, I use Yulan and Fiona right now, but was wondering who would be more beneficial to have as my third weapon, Zeke or Leo? Either one of them are good. I don't think there's a either or right or wrong with either one of those. I mean, the only thing I would do is probably remove Yulan from that equation and use Zeke and Leo. Right now I'm trying to figure out, Xenokami, how I start the mission in this area. Because I don't remember how. Like, I know there is a whole mission that you do here. And it requires you to, like, kill a bunch of enemies. Like, I don't remember how you start the mission. Does anyone know how to take pictures in the museum for the side mission? If it doesn't automatically pop up for you to take pictures, you hold L1 and then press up on the D-pad, and that brings up your picture. And you press R2 and take pictures that way. It is a side story. Do you know which one it is? As I completely forgot. It's got to be one of these early ones. This one makes the most sense. Tech Freak. Myers is researching a new propulsion device, but no one in Hycros really believes him. Go to Memories. It's the Asperia side quest line. It's on Memories. Okay. Well, thank you. I guess I'll teleport over here and get started. Who was that? Maury, thank you. How do I unlock better food? I'm always running out and need better recipes just in case. Well, you unlock food recipes by crafting different foods. The only thing I can tell you to do is Google recipes. But even before you start Googling recipes, I would start grabbing random crap on the ground. Like whenever you're running somewhere and you see those little shinies on the ground, pick them up. Because you never know how many of these you're going to need for recipes. Is the paintbrush a good weapon? Yeah, I think paintbrush is probably the best weapon. Is the paintbrush the best weapon in the game right now? It's got to be either the paintbrush or Fiona. I'm gonna call it the comically large brush of paint. I like you, Sevens. You sound like somebody I would have hung out with in school. Do you remember those kids in school, man? The smart kids who used big words just for no reason, but because people told them that they were smart. I was in the 6th grade. It was just the difference between night and day, the classes. Like, I wanted to go to a magnet program when I was in the 5th grade for computer sciences for middle school. And, I did that. And I was in a magnet school with a bunch of really intelligent kids. Like, super intelligent kids. And I got kicked out of the magnet program for fighting because, you know, kids are going to be kids no matter what. And when I got kicked out, like, they let me finish off the year, but I couldn't come back next year. because I think the year was almost over or whatever, so they had to let me stay in. But I got kicked out, and I went to regular classes with regular kids. And brother, it was like night and day. It was really like night and day. Like going to classes with smart kids versus going to the class with like regular kids. I was like, what is going on? Dude can't even pronounce Ethiopia. Like, come on, bro. But anyways, all I'm saying is Seventh Day reminds me of those smart kids that say stuff like that. Whoa. Hello? I just got a bunch of stuff. I love getting stuff. One in the chat if you like getting stuff. This is why I say when people ask me, should I skip the story and focus on exploration, or listen, man, if you want stuff, do the story. Because I just got a bunch of stuff for free. For doing what? Walking around and pressing like 4 buttons? I love getting stuff is my life motto, right? Oh, gosh. I had this problem when I was in school where the teacher said I was way ahead of the class, so I should slow down. Yeah. I had that problem when I was in elementary school. You're not going to believe this, but... And I attribute this because I watched a lot of cartoons. And in those days, cartoons were actually trying to teach kids stuff. So, I would watch a lot of those cartoons, and I had a lot of friends that were older, I guess. And whenever I went to the family get-togethers, I didn't hang out with my other cousins as much as I should have. I hung out with my older cousins and the adults because I liked hearing them talk. I mean, I read too. My mom used to make me read, so my vocabulary was a little bit bigger than normal. But they actually, in elementary school, I think it was the 3rd grade, they put me in something called Chapter 1. And I was only in Chapter 1 for a day. And I used to always, I remember this because back then, Chapter 1 was just, oh, these guys get to leave class and go play computer games? That's not fair. I want to be in Chapter 1. That might even be actually why they put me in it, because I was always like, I want to be in Chapter 1. So they put me in Chapter 1, and I was so excited that day that they did it. I told my mom, I was like, I got to go play on the computer. And my mom was just like, what is this now? It's Chapter 1. She said, what is Chapter 1? She says, I don't know, I just get to leave class and go play on the computer. So my mom called the school, Diary of a Mad Black Woman style. And she's like, what is this Chapter 1? And why is my son in Chapter 1? And the lady basically told my mom, yep, shout out to Lord Uramachi for becoming a new follower. Hey, let's go. Thank you, man. Hey, that's a follower. That's not a new sub, that's a follower. Can I get some thanks in the chat? Hashtag thank you in the chat, please, boys. Thank you and please and thank you. You spending that money on the channel. Thank you. But anyways, she went Diary of a Mad Black Woman on them people. And basically, when I asked her about it later on in life, like, I don't know, 15 years after it happened, when she still had half of her memory. So I've asked her about it now. She says, I don't know, I don't remember. She's not like got dementia or anything. She just doesn't remember. But I asked her about it way back when, and she basically told me that she doesn't even remember telling me this. She said that they put you in Chapter 1 to slow you down because you were ahead of all the other kids. And they said that you were using words that little kids shouldn't be using. So they wanted to slow you down. And she said, take him out of that right now. So they took me out of the program. Which sucked for me because I wanted to play on computers. That's all I cared about. I just wanted to play on the computers. Will I do raids? Yeah, eventually. Right now I'm just trying to do this mission. which Maury, God bless him, he told me where this mission was because I completely forgot, and this is actually the mission. I'm so happy that he told me about this. Like, I feel like this is something I should be YouTubing. Like, actually. Hey, look, it's Zeke. And I got his sword. That's so cool. What's going on with you, Lord Uramachi? How's it going? See ya, Ventus. I'm gonna head out. Have a fun stream. Well, thank you, Sevens, for coming and hang out and stream, man. I really enjoyed your presence here. Alright. Time for me to recline back and take another sip of Wawa. Hey, Unknown, what are you doing in, 2-ish hours?
I should have prepared more.
So they were trying to nerf you. Yeah, they were. That's a great way to put it. They were trying to nerf me. Just chilling on TOF and watching the stream. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Lord Uramachi, let me ask you a question. And I hate to grill you. No, I don't. I love grilling new players or new people to the stream, especially new members. Your top 5 favorite weapons. Not like weapons because they do the most damage, but just overall your top 5 favorite weapons in the game. We're talking design, how they play in the game, just everything. What are your top 5 favorite weapons? Chat, you can chime in on this too if you want to. I ain't gonna hold you. I think Samir's in my top 5 favorite weapons. Not because, I mean, it's trash. It's a trash weapon for sure, but it is a cool looking weapon, isn't it? Oh, wow, look at this. They got some anime fights going on.
So stubborn and so.
Are they ever going to give us those other 2 characters?
To see the rebirth of the world.
The chick with the arms and then the robot chick? I'm glad to hear that because I was worried that I would not be free-to-play friendly. That it would not be free-to-play friendly. That would turn me off. Chakram, Clover Cross, and Balmung? I like Balmung too. Not gonna hold you. Maybe we're gonna go back to Asperia? Really? That's my favorite environment. Domain 9 is really cool too. But I really like running around Asperia. Maybe because it was the first area. Yeah, Quoted is absolutely right. This game is free-to-play friendly. And Quoted would know because he's not spent a single pound on the game, and he does pretty good damage. You'll need to do the memories so when you get to Vera, you don't confuse with the story. I see. I haven't done but like 2 memories so far.
This must be the control room of the space.
Yulan, Zeke, Liwa, Fenrir, and Lind. Really, Fenrir? Yeah, Asperia is really fun, and I love the scenery there too. Also, I got all the outfits. I can't wait till they give us some more male outfits. There's one male outfit that they have that I really want, but you only get it from like a battle pass or something. Or a season pass, and I hope they bring it back. It's so cool. I can't show it to you now because I'm in an instance. You got an ad for GoPro. Still haven't paid mine off. Also got an ad, forgot what it was for, even though I just got it. It happens. This game is really generous. Give you red nuke every month. Save for your element, then it's free to play. Yeah. That was cool. I want Valkyrie as a character. It would be obvious why. She's really cool. Isn't that the character that's in Frontier Clash? that used to kick everybody's butt back on PC. And now she's just a shell of what she once was. She gets folded.
Franz, the space rift has been restarted. Hurry!
Got it. I think they placed bombs here. Get back.
What's up, Unos Bentos? Welcome. Fine Comet is your favorite weapon? I'll admit, man, if I didn't have a giant sword to play with, pause. Just pause. If I didn't have Zeke's weapon, I probably would not have as much fun. But I do have a lot of fun with Zeke's weapon. You fight her in this quest later on? Really? Hopefully that memory will come back whenever I get there, because I don't remember right now. So Waddle has been offline all day, quoted. And I've been worried about him because usually he keeps me posted on literally everything he does all day. Right? So I messaged him a few moments ago because he's been offline for like hours. And I thought maybe he got hit by a bus or something. So I'm trying to see if he's okay. And bro is fuming right now. He's like, my mom took me to one of her friend's house and we've been here for hours and I can't play or do anything. And I'm so mad. And I just remembered those days as a kid. Your mom takes you to somebody's house and you're just stuck. Can't do anything. Bro, I hated that so much. Finn her fox ears? Yeah, I do think she has a pretty cool character design. The first one. Running Mingjing, Yulan, and Fiona. Good team. I mean, the pieces are pretty powerful individually. I don't know how well that team works together. But you've got some pretty powerful pieces individually there, yeah. Fiona goes with pretty much anybody. Yulan is a powerhouse, and Zeke executes, so... I mean, I don't think you go wrong there. I love my Nan and Aunt. But if I wasn't able to take my Xbox with me, it was going to be their problem. I like that. It was going to be their problem. Yeah. Jeez, thank you, Maury, for telling me how to do this mission, bro. You don't know how bad this was bugging me. That I didn't know where this mission was at. It was bugging the crap out of me. Do I have to, like, interact with a console or something? What's going on? Oh, I gotta stand here, do I? Brother, what? Go to the specified location and re-accept. Okay.
You cut it close, kid, but it's good to see you again.
You are okay. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I think Zeke is fine as is, right?
Connection with the top of the
I don't have any advancement on Zeke, and I just think he's fine as is.
Hykros has also failed. We're not sure of the situation above. The heirs of Ida must have been planning this attack for a long time. At the beginning, they cut off all contact between Hykros and the outside world.
Yo, shout out to Disrespect for becoming a new sub. Thank you, man.
Repair the space rift device at the bottom of the Tower of Fantasy. Enter the tower, and then go all the way up. This is the only feasible way for now. The heirs of Ida destroyed the operational logic of the space rift. and the technicians are trying to restore it. They need time.
What about Zeke and Shirley? They're not with you?
They went to the top of the tower all by themselves. There were only a few guards and technicians here, so the heirs of Ida took the opportunity to strike. We were outnumbered. The heirs of Ida set up 3 space rifts nearby. We need to prioritize taking them out.
Yo, bro, I'm so faded right now. Alright, whatever, man. PlayStation Plus 12 months auto pay. Took $50 out the account. That's... wow! I was really gonna put a huge chunk of money for car payment. Today I was gonna do it, but I was too lazy to leave the house. I was gonna do it at 9 o'clock this morning. God dang it. Alright. I was gonna have to get PlayStation Plus anyway, but god dang, bro. That actually burns my bacon that happened. I ain't mad, but shucks.
Right on target.
Alright, whatever. Yes, this is the quest that I was looking for, too. I had no idea how to do this quest either, bro. Maury, you are a lifesaver, homie. Like an actual, real-life lifesaver. You too, PCH. I wish there was something I could do in YouTube to recognize people in the stream that were just super helpful people without like putting them to work and say, hey, you're my mod now. You gotta like do stuff for me for free. They need like different little roles or whatever. Nah, there's no VIP in YouTube. I know it's a thing on Twitch. I only got VIP in one person's stream. Afro did it to me once. Best yellow nucleus character, in my opinion, is King Maxed. Don't let my chat hear you say that. They will crucify you for that opinion. That is what is known as a hot take around these parts. What's up, Cheeto? Ventus loves using King. It's his main... Yeah, fate did decide for me. Or if somebody's sitting behind a desk at Tower of Fantasy. I don't know at this point. Okay, where am I supposed to be going now? Did I just lose the quest, or... Yeah, somebody said King is his favorite free-to-play, or not favorite. Whoa! What's going on here? Destroy the space rifts. Okay. I forget where I heard this at, right? But I just remember here some little kid on like some television program. It might have been something to do with PBS or something. Like I think it was something that I heard like at the end of like watching some PBS show. And the little girl said reading is fundamental. And that always stuck with me. Reading is fundamental. And then one day somebody hit me with a roast, I guess is what you kids called in this day and age, a roast. Back then we called it a diss or a try or something. And it's reading is fundamental. And it really is. Reading is fundamental. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, wait, what's going on with the quest? Why can't I do the quest? Read. The screen literally tells you you got to destroy the space rifts. You're at 2 of 3. So there's one more space rift out there that I didn't destroy. Reading is fundamental. And it is. Shadon El Shay? Shadon El Shay? Is that your name? I apologize if I mispronounced the crap out of it. Okay, so this is where I was at when I disappeared. So is there a space rift down below that I didn't see? I don't see no more space rifts. Do I continue on down this path? Is one gonna spawn in down here or no? Nah, I don't know where this other space rift is at. Okay, so we got a little red zone right here. I guess that tells me that it's got to be somewhere in this area. We say, but people rather call for help than actually read. Right. That's exactly right. Brother. Where's the space rift? Am I faded? Okay. Well, when in doubt, hit the button. So there's one way over there. Okay. Well, it's time to hop back on my motor scooter and head over there. Hey, chat, let me ask you guys a question. When you first started playing Tower of Fantasy for the first time, what's the first thing that you saw that kind of blew you away about the game? That you were like, wow, that's pretty incredible. I don't think I remember the actual first thing that blew me away. But I was really blown away by how early they gave us mounts and how fast those mounts moved. That's one of the first things that kind of was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. L1 and right on the D-pad mark. You know, I know that. And the last time that I tried to use that L1 and right on the D-pad, because I know that's the update they made, it just didn't work for me. So I've been ignoring it ever since then. That was like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Whatever they like made the update and I made the video talking about it. I tried to use the L1 and whatever to its intended purpose, and maybe the quest that I was on was just jank and it didn't work. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work, and I'm like, all right, well, you know what? Maybe this is broken, and they need to like work on it and fix it some more. So I'm just whatever. So that's why I didn't use it. Zeke pulling a pistol on Shelly. That's what blew your mind. That's crazy. The dodge mechanic, attack animations, the double jump. Yeah, double jumps are pretty cool. That kind of blew me away too. World bosses will work wild you. Yeah. Being able to go fight a world boss by yourself. Isn't that fun? Jerome, I saw Domain 9 in a video, was like, wow, that's crazy. Domain 9 is good. Can Lyra be used for DPS, by the way? Just pulled it yesterday. I used it for DPS. I imagine it's one of these cases where you're going to have to put 2 DPS weapons on your team with her, so you get the DPS buff bonus, but whenever I first saw Lyra on that first live stream that I did for Tower of Fantasy a year ago, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I went on Gateo's YouTube channel on stream, and I was like, looking at these other weapons, and I was like, Lyra, wow. That's one of the first things that made me like, dang, that's a weapon? That's so cool. What are the perks of being in a crew? Well, you have access to crew-only events where you can get rewards. That's the biggest perk. You can access the crew store. You get a free 150 dark crystals every week for being in the crew. And also you get the benefit of being able to get help to do stuff whenever you need it. But I think definitely the seller right here is the crew event. Because the crew event just gives you stuff. Free stuff for just playing the game. And I just thought that was actually pretty cool. That's another, like, the game still, like, continues to amaze me sometimes. And that's another thing that kind of continued to amaze me. The fact that there's another game mode that you can do that gives you rewards. Because at the end of the day, that's all we're looking for, are game modes that give us rewards. And the crew event is yet another game mode that we can do to give us rewards. And for whatever reason, I'm always comparing this game to Genshin Impact. I know that's wrong. They're two completely different games, and I shouldn't compare them. But I'm always comparing this game to Genshin Impact. And I saw the crew event, and I'm like, because all I really want in a game is different events where I get to go use my weapons, use my character, defeat a couple of enemies, and get some stuff. And if they can make us do that in several different ways, I'm a happy camper. I don't know about you guys, but that makes me a happy camper. I don't care. Like, when I first started this game, I was like, and I was being like real hypocrite, because when I first started, I was pro Genshin Impact, right? I wasn't pro Tower of Fantasy. I was like, let me try this game out. The controls are already kind of jank. I gotta use a keyboard and a controller at the same time. This is stupid. I'd rather just play Genshin. And then when I saw Dimensional Trials, I was like, okay, cool, so you can do this and get rewards, nice. Then I saw Joint Operation, alright, so that's basically Dimensional Trials with just a stronger boss, okay, whatever. And then I saw Interstellar, whatever, and I was like, so this is basically Joint Operations again, or Dimensional Trials again, you're just fighting, it's like, so, and then, you know, even though I was like trying to talk trash about it, or low-key, like, be condescending about it, I was in the back of my mind thinking, like, wow. Genshin Impact only has like 2 things that you can do to get rewards. Already this game has like 3 or 4 different game modes that you can do to get rewards. That's pretty cool. You're comparing Destiny 2 to Tower of Fantasy? I don't think you can compare those. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 was a game changer for me when they introduced swords. I was still sort of pissed that the swords weren't more of a thing. Or have they since made swords more of a thing in Destiny? Destiny 2 sucks, sadly. Nah, I don't think Destiny is a bad game. I think Destiny's a great game. It was great for YouTube, great for content. The only thing that really turned me off about Destiny was Vault of Glass and how you had to do a jumpy puzzle to get there. I wasn't getting there. I wasn't getting to Vault of Glass. I think I might have got there one time, and it made me feel like a sped, because I literally had to have people like talking to me like I was a rather slow, dim-witted child. You have to jump here, wait, run and jump, stop, slow, slide down. And I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, cool. I can always get somebody to tell me how to do this, but A, this makes me feel like a sped, and B, I don't think I can mentally sanction a game that... How do you figure this out? How are you supposed to figure this out? That's literally what was on my mind whenever I was playing Destiny, doing that Vault of Glass raid. I'm like, wait a minute, so you mean to tell me that when they make a new raid, you gotta figure out how to get to it? How am I supposed to figure that out? I can't stand behind this. Is that it? Was that their best? How to beat Senora on low level. I'm trying 2 days, but I can't beat her. What are you talking about, Genshin Impact? Is that a Genshin Impact boss? I thought so. I think I smacked her. I spammed my my Raiden Shogun on her, I think. Oh, is he talking about the actual the little boss fight with her? It can be difficult if you have some really sped people with you, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, I can only do it with Jean. Because if I go in there and nobody's healing, it's an automatic fail. So I have to bring Jean in there to fight and heal at the same time, because these people on Genshin Impact... This is another thing that I really dislike about Genshin Impact, right? You get into Genshin Impact, right? And you go to a fight that you know is going to be kind of difficult. And everybody's queued up as a damage character. And you're just like, so nobody is going to heal? And here's their response. I don't build healers. I can't tell you how many times I heard that stupid crap. I don't build healers. What do you mean you don't build healers? You have an in-game level characters, and you don't build healers? You just depend on somebody else to heal you? Like, through everything? That's crazy that you don't have a healer. So, I don't know. I gotta bring a healer with me. Because that fire stuff ain't no joke. That was easy.
Stranger.
Hey, it's Valkyrie.
Who are you?
Who are you?
The first angel of clemency.
I'm Valkyrie, the first angel of clemency, and your enemy.
Enemy. This was not my intention, and we were not supposed to be hostile to each other.
You started this?
We had no choice. We initiated this to stop more meaningless deaths.
What do the heirs of Ido want?
The same as you. A better future that belongs to humans. The game starts now.
I always wanted to get some more constellations of Jean. Because I think she doubles animo damage, right?
This is my
Have fun? Thank you, Vanessa Valkyrie. How is the music in this game? I'll be honest with you, bro. I do not listen to the volume in this game at all.
I've arranged another
I just don't.
If you can trigger the contraptions in the right order, you will find that time is not on your side. So, think carefully about what you should do. Sometimes people spend too much time...
So this is going to be a wipe, isn't it? I remember this. I faintly remember this. I'll be happy when they give us the ability to crouch. Yeah, last character I pulled on Genshin was Sino. I'll never pull another character again. Which are good healers? Wait a minute. What is this now? So I'm just pushing stuff. Just to push stuff. Am I supposed to go in some elemental order or something? Brother. All right, I did it. Let's go. Probably should move that. Can you guys hear my fan at all or no? Should probably move that thing closer. It's getting hot. It's supposed to be cool at night. But that has been a long time for me as well. Yeah, I almost got back into a Tile Major for that character. But, full transparency, when I realized that when you get a new character, you have to level that character up. And then when you get that character, to be the best of that character, you got to get that character's weapons. And then if you get that character's weapon, you have to level that weapon up. So, yeah, that's a gnaw dog for me. They need to change their business model. Because right now, their business model is saying, listen, no. Their business model is a no and a no. I'm not doing it. No more. Forever. Ever, 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 ever. They got it. Whoa, whoa, what? Do I gotta stand on this? Does it elevate me up? Okay. Whoa, 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 what? Okay. Can I just not? Okay. Look at the numbers. Oh, you're talking about that quest that I passed. Well, thank you, Rise 2Ws. Thank you, Wolfstan. It's been such a long time since I did this.
Welcome. Here is my second riddle for you. I've witnessed your courage and
That's
wisdom.
essentially what I do with every puzzle quoted. That's essentially what I do with every puzzle. I don't try to figure anything out. I just do some random crap and it works. 1, 4, 6.
Not bad. Let's do it again.
It's a 1, 2, 5, 7. One, 2, a 5, and a 7.
That's too much.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention. I'm marveling at how I didn't do it. Does anybody know the numbers? Because I didn't pay attention to it, bro. I'm marveling how this thing isn't over yet. Does anybody know the numbers? 4, 5, 6, 8, 2. Thank you. 4, 5, 6, 8, 2.
Congratulations on solving the puzzle. You may come up and see me now.
What character has chains? Doesn't Zeke's weapon turn into chains?
You're finally here.
Well, how anime is this?
Get out of my way! Dodge this!
What jetpack upgrade is this? My jetpack don't be doing all of this. Nah, I want my jet. Where's the upgrade for this on the jetpack? Please, somebody tell me. What is this, like the 5-star jetpack? You get to fly with it? Look at that. What is this? What upgrade is this? My jetpack don't be flying, son. My jetpack falls to the ground.
Take a good look at the stage I've carefully prepared for you.
You know, speaking of feast your eyes and prepare the whatever, I will talk about Shinobi Striker.
My anger can
I really contemplated on whether or not they were going to make Kaguya have the ability to change a stage when she does her ult or her abilities on people in Shinobi Striker, and they did it. That's crazy. Like, I almost hopped on just to see how that really worked.
You're an interesting opponent, but they're calling out to me.
I feel like they will change that at some point in time.
Have to leave, but
They will give you the ability to change servers, but as of right now, you can't play on the same server with another player if you already started your characters on different servers. What's up, Josh? Josh, you like me? Did you take a nap? Bro, tell me why I took a nap, right? After I finished my last stream. And I had a dream. The weirdest dream, like, ever. So I dreamed that I was living in my old house, like my first house. But I was an adult. My mom was there, I was there, and we both had our cars at the old house parked out back. I had a brand new dog. It was a golden retriever. What was weird about this is I was talking to the golden retriever like it was an actual person. The golden retriever was responding to me and telling me about his last owner and what was going on with his last owner. And there was something tragic that happened to his last owner. I think their house like blew up or something. They couldn't have a dog anymore. Something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember the story just being this tragic, like, that's the reason why I'm not with my owners anymore. And while I was at the animal shelter. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, you know, I started telling him about my last dog and why I had to get rid of it when I was a kid. And then I remember in the dream, my mom was talking to me about insurance for whatever reason. on the cars, I think. And she was asking, like, if the insurance payments were going to go down. I think that's probably the premise of the conversation while I was trying to prepare, because I was trying to get the dog to walk him. That's what I was doing when I was talking to him. I was putting on a new collar so I could take him for a walk. And as she was talking to me about this insurance stuff, I had the dog finally with the collar on. I walked out, and a tree had fell on both of our cars and damaged them. And I was like, well, you don't have to worry about insurance no more. Our cars are totaled. And I remember thinking, like, looking at the damage to my car, like, I wonder if they're going to count this as a total loss. They wouldn't be able to fix this. This is a total loss. We get new cars now. I remember being happy about that. We get new cars now. Our cars got wrecked. And then I woke up from the dream. I was super disoriented. And tell me why. I don't know if this is, like, normal. I feel like this is not normal. To anybody who's ever lived in multiple, like, houses, which is probably everybody, tell me if this has ever happened to you. So I woke up from this dream, and I don't know why this random thought popped into my head. I was trying to figure out how to get out of my house. And I couldn't, for the life of me, for a solid, like, 25 seconds, think how to get out of my house. Every, like, exit to the house was a previous house, and I knew cognizantly that I was in this house, and I'm trying to figure out, like, the first house, I was like, wait a minute, how do I get out of this house? I know, and then I'm thinking, like, I'm still like in a dream, like, in between a waking and a sleep, so that's why it's kind of fuzzy, and I'm thinking to myself, like, while I'm in this state, I still should remember how to get out of the house, even if I am in this fuzzy in-between. And I remember thinking that while I was trying to wake up. So when I couldn't remember how to get out of the house, because it just kept going to other houses, I had to, like, really snap myself awake. And when I snapped myself awake, I remember that, it came back to me that the exit to the house is just over there. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. Is this how Zeke disappears? I had a nightmare a few years back that was the opposite. I was in my nan's house, and a shadow demon thing was hunting us and doing bad stuff, and I booked it out of the house in the garden, leaving family behind. Wow, quoted. That's wild. Your dream self didn't try to protect anybody? Glad you found the exit at least. No, I had a bad dream that actually in real life, everything that happened in that dream came to real life like that. Oh, that's crazy. Having those types of dreams. Yes, he got sucked into the wormhole. And that's why Zeke is gone. I'm still kind of like, so does his story continue with his story mission then? Wait, where's friends? Am I faded? Oh, he's way over here? Brother. Why didn't they just put me over there? Can you tell me the best statues to upgrade in Domain 9? Please and thank you. I can try. Well, I know for a certainty you're going to want to update your Willow statue, because the Willow statue will allow you to unlock more crap. I forgot the name of them. Interstellar monuments or whatever. Okay, well, just whatever. Willow statue should be one of your main focuses, and I think that just upgrade each statue and get the rewards from each statue for sure. But I definitely think that Willow statue is the one that if I was doing it over again, I would be upgrading the Willow statue. Ming Jing likes turtles, I hear. Yeah, I hear that too.
Some time to recuperate. Is
Ming Jing is Zeke, but more Chinese, right?
I can't even bear to think what it
They
might
dug into their Chinese roots with this game, which I ain't mad at.
Hey, surely you realize. Let's go. I'm afraid that they will tear up this whole.
I wish the Japanese would tighten up and do a game like this. Because while I enjoy, you know, the Chinese lore and culture and ancient China stuff, I think it's all well and cool. But I have to admit that I am more in love with feudal Japan than I am with,
Seriously, we need your trust.
what do you call
Without reservations, but what
the
did I
feudal
do?
Japan of China? What's it called? The Imperial Times?
I'm sorry.
Archon Elric. I've been thinking a lot.
Hey, what's going on?
Come to a conclusion.
Uh,
I was wrong to have
oh
hopes
my
in you in
God.
the first.
Egoist.
Oh,
It took me a minute to bring up that
of all the
information.
guests today, you're the first one that I don't
How's work going, Egoist?
I was just wondering if you reached a consensus.
Edo,
in your
Japan?
conversation.
It wouldn't be Edo, China. I don't think that's a thing.
I can help.
I'll
Not
Google it.
because of you, but because of that girl named Sherman.
Doctor,
I think it's probably like the Manji era.
I just don't want to see someone else going through the same unpleasant things that I did.
Since we're here, Franz, please tell us what we know.
Yeah, I remember learning about the Zhou dynasty and the Han dynasty in school.
We monitored and analyzed the relevant characteristics, and we're certain that Zeke was sent into a second-tier plane. We compared the spectrum.
Okay, for more than half a century on the Chinese mainland, the prevailing view on social form of China from
Hycros managed to locate Vela and its
221 to
coordinates
206 BC to 1644 to 1911 AD is that the feudal society similar to that of medieval Western Europe.
and the
What's it called?
As a result, we lost all contact with the plane. However, through the turbulence produced by this,
What was China called in ancient
we were able to
times?
locate Vela again.
that's where my brother is, right?
I cannot
I'm not getting it.
It's very likely.
Okay, what? Okay.
Locate Vila again.
What was
And
China
we
called in
establish
ancient
contact
times?
with
What is this
Max
one?
Squad.
What did I just click on?
That's where Dr. Claire comes in.
The feudal era?
Her knowledge in this matter is unparalleled.
Don't get your hopes up.
I guess it's
All
just
I
called the
can say
feudal
is that
era.
I'll do
I don't
my
know.
best. I don't
crazy.
want you to have unrealistic expectations and then be disappointed.
Tanner Smith. It's called Dynasty Warriors. That's what it's called. That was the feudal era of Japan, China.
Just that
It's getting
Feudal China.
If there's no
I like that.
unfairness, please leave me alone.
I think that's probably more accurate. Feudal China.
all right.
Work going well, but going to college as well, so barely on now. I see. Well, I mean, you know,
Thank you, Doctor.
you're working toward a better future. I made a Blackluster Soldier deck, and it just did not. Ming China? That's what the internet suggests it was called, Ming China. So I don't know. I just feel like it might have a name like Feudal Japan or Ancient or Edo Japan. You know, a cool name like that. Which I don't think they would call it cool. They'd probably say it was not cool. It was the opposite of cool because people were dying all over the place. Probably shouldn't romanticize a time period's. I mean, a people's warring time periods because people were dying. It's not fair to those people. It's not. You know, now that I really think about it, that's kind of like a douchebag move to like really romanticize those periods in time. To like that, people were running around getting ran through with swords and spears. That was a dark time for those people. I feel bad now actually thinking about that. Wow. Wow, my whole perspective on that literally just changed. I'm actually starting to get emotional. Shout out to Random Cookies for becoming a new sub. I can feel my eyes starting to burn thinking about that. My brain just goes to way too many different places. Way too many different places. My bad, y'all. I can't think about that anymore. So I watch movies like Rurouni Kenshin and think, yo, how cool would it have been to live back then? Just run around as a freaking samurai? No, that's not cool at all. People were dying. Families were lost. That's gotta suck. Feudal era does sound cool, though. Yeah. I wonder if they went through this sort of mental struggle when they were making that Ninja Turtles movie. Do you think? The Turtles 3? Because that was all entertainment. I don't know, man. I probably would have gone through that mental, like... that mental whatever, really thinking about that, if I'm trying to make entertainment out of a people suffering in their dark times. It just reminds me of that what is it? Was it Independence Day? Do you remember that scene in Independence Day when the Dr. Oki, he was like, the last 24 hours have been really cool. All the little lights have been like turning on now. And then the president was like, "Cool, doctor? Cool is not the way that I would choose to describe this matter because people are dying." And he was like, "Oh, sorry."
Leave this behind?
All right, so that is done. What else do I need to do? It's only cool if you're overpowered. If you're an ordinary dude, you're dead. Like, you're not the main. Oh, nope. I don't want to spend that there. Well, it's time to go to Vera, boys. It's time to get some gacha money. I want to come by to say hello. I got work in the morning, so I hope the streams goes well. Thank you, Notorious. I appreciate you taking time to peep through and say what's up. I hope I was able to catch you before you dipped off. Imagine Kenny would go back in time with some assault rifles and some shotguns. I asked my friend Unknown this, and I'll ask you guys this. If you had a chance to go back in time, how long would you stay if you had a chance to go? Like, you could die, anything bad could happen to you. Like, how long would you actually stay? Because I always wanted to go visit feudal Japan. But I feel like, realistically, going back to feudal Japan, it'd probably be worse than being in New York right now. Because in New York, I feel like if you look at somebody wrong in New York, it's over. It's probably way worse, like 1,000 times worse than that back then. Depends on how good a time I was having. I would want to go back to a place where it wasn't as war-torn. And I would have to learn from like a master. I would learn something. I would learn how to make swords. I would learn how to craft kimono. I would learn a martial art. I would go to some artisan and learn their trade. That's how long I would stay. I would stay long enough to be able to make a profit. And I think I joked with Unknown that night because we were watching, I think we were watching Kenshin or something. And I was like, this is what I would do if I'm in feudal Japan. You see those buckets that they have? Oh yeah. I'm coming back with technology to make a better bucket and to be able to mass produce that better bucket. And I'm putting the bucket business out of business. I'm taking over the bucket market because they all used buckets back then. They probably had some really jank buckets. So I am going to go back with the knowledge of how to make simple buckets and how to mass produce those simple buckets. That's exactly what I would do. That sounds like a good idea, isn't it? I imagine if you're the bucket guy, no one's gonna hurt you because you're like the ramen guy. You know, who hurts the ramen guy? They're not gonna hurt the bucket guy. That reminds, what's Martha Speaks? I've never heard of that. Enlighten me. I'll go back in time as long as nothing happens and no consequences in the future. Yeah, I don't think there will be any consequences in the future. I don't think you could destroy anything in timeline if you went back in time like this.
Did a cat leave this
I mean, you
behind?
might. Like, do you think the butterfly effect would affect you if you went back in time, but to a completely different country? Like, let's say 30 years ago, you go back in time. Is that going to drastically change your world? Do you think any, like, if you change, like, something significant, not like a huge, like, world event, you don't stop any assassination type no crap like that, but let's just say you go, meet somebody, start a family or whatever like that, do you think if you did all that crap and you went back to your own time in your own, you know, your own country, that wouldn't screw anything up, would it? Not for you anyway. Your timeline would be fine. Quoted what? Being immortal? I think being immortal would be cool for the first, like, 2 centuries. Because I'm not gonna hold you. I have to not think about this too much. But I get super bummed out when I think about how I'm not gonna be around in 40 years to see all the new crap that's out. I'm just not gonna be here for it. And that blows. That really blows. So I think that I would enjoy immortality for like the first 2 centuries. And then I'd probably be over it. I'd be like, alright, I've lived enough, I'm good. I can peacefully go. And I think that's how when people get old and they die of old age, I think that's how they reconcile it. All right, you know what? I've been here long enough. I done seen everything. I'm good with it, man. I'm good to go. But as it stands right now, I am not good to go. I don't want to go. I want to see more. There's more to be seen. They're making new advances with everything every day. I hope I live long enough for them to figure out how to cryogenically freeze people so I can come back when some new crap happens. Am I right? Like, I want to be here for it. And where are all the blue crates at? What is this game? Wait, did I get all my blue crates? Or am I faded? I'm faded, bro. I got all my blue crates just now. I need to get a purple one. Am I right? Yeah, I just need to get a purple one. And I'm not going to get a purple one here, so I go to Confounding Abyss. And number 3. Right? Hey, yo, wake me up from cryo sleep when something really cool happens. Like, when they perfect that virtual reality or augmented reality, when they perfect that and give everybody, like, sunglasses or not exactly, don't wake me up for the implants. I don't want the implants. Wake me up when they figure out how to do contact lenses with augmented reality. Wake me up for that. I want to be there for that. I can skip the SAO period though. I'll stay asleep for SAO. We already saw how that ends, right? We already saw how SAO ends. You can keep me asleep for the SAO period. I don't want a full dive into anything. I don't want nothing called freaking nerve gear. You can keep it, brother. Let me ask you guys a question. Are you actually injecting yourself with anything called nerve gear? Let's be honest. Are you really? Neuralink? I'm good, bro.
Full surprise.
Elon Musk is trying to develop Neuralink right now. I'm good, homie. You can keep your Neuralinks. I'm not injecting anything into my spinal column. I'm good. T-Lane Major. I like the T-Lane Major one. He said, wake me up when there's a video game console that literally has all video games that ever existed. And update it into whatever quality. What if, when that time happens, T-Lane Major, adults no longer play video games. And if they do, they're like Jedi, few and far between. And all video games are literally on the level of what's that dumb game? Fall Guys and what's the other stupid game? The imposter game. You know what I'm saying? They're all games are on that level. And no adults play video games for real. PCH says, I'll see you in Ironcrad. No, you will not see me in Ironcrad. I'm good. You know how terrified I would be? Can you imagine the level of fear that you have if you are inside a virtual reality world and you can't log out? Brother, the amount of panic that is going through my entire body. I can't log out. I can't log out. What is this? I can't log out. Why can't I'm gonna Brother, I am flipping the freak out. I am actually flipping the freak out. I can't log out. Why can't I log out? I'm stuck in here? What's going on? What? Oh no. I would instantly start to catalog. Like, after I got over the initial fear, I would, yeah, exactly. Exactly. When Kirito got a wife and would be chilling, I instantly would start, after I got over the initial fear of being stuck in this world, I would catalog all of the pros and cons of being into the world, and I would try to, like, lean into the pros and try to make myself okay with it. It looks like I am done farming that for right now.
What a wonderful surprise.
Yes, the constant fear of somebody pulling the plug, or the constant fear of Akihiko Kayaba just deciding, well, you know what? I'm psychopath, so I'm gonna end the world now. Just a giant friggin' alert comes over your screen. Thank you for playing Sword Art Online. This now concludes Sword Art Online. You all will die now. Thank you for playing. Then everybody dies. What? That constant fear would be on my mind heavy.
The joke yesterday was really bad, wasn't it?
Hey, look at this! Guys, I get free stuff! I love getting stuff!
Shut up.
Wait, did I just fall in the game? Brother, I fell in the game world while I'm in a menu. Okay. It's time to get my free stuff. Let's see what I get. Okay, 50 dark crystals, 1 gold nuke. What else? 50 dark crystals, 1 gold nuke. What else? 50 dark crystals, 1 gold nuke. What else? Brother, I swear, if I get 50 dark crystals and 1 gold nuke, I'm punching the air. Hey, listen, Quoted, do you want to suppress your anti-luck for just a second? Just a little bit, just suppress your anti-luck. I'd really, really appreciate it. Because I'd really like to get Claudia, I'd really like to get Meryl. So if you could please just turn your bad luck off on me. Thank you. No surprise there. They could at least add some more SR weapons or normal weapons. Fourth time's a charm. Turn gold. Brother, my hopes got up so much. I was like, wait, what? It's actually going to turn gold? You got an ad for Snapdragon and Cotsworld? I'm not sure what those are. Oh, wait, I'm faded. I could do like a 10 pull, right? Yeah, I could have did a 10 pull. Nuts. You're just casually making orange chicken? Must be nice. Where's Unknown at? He dipped out the stream. Alright, so let me go get one of these black nukes that I have in the pocket. I'm sorry, but what are you doing? You're just sitting here doing nothing. You got a home credit card ad? That's wild. I don't know why them people stay sending me loan applications and credit card things. I stay like destroying them or getting rid of them. I don't know what they think is gonna happen. Oh, you want me to be in debt to you too? No, thank you. Not bloody likely. Oh, hello. One in the chat if you are server 1 and you're online right now.
A quest for treasure.
Alright, let's do this. Come on, gold. Let's go. Just the in the pit of my stomach, I was like, oh god, it's actually gonna happen. The game gave you king, and I'm cursed. That's unfortunate. All right, well, what do you say? We go a rating? You guys good with that? Yes, they do. They do share the same servers, I mean. Hey, shout out to Gaming with Glad for becoming a new sub. Thank you. I'm currently getting all the dark crystals and red nukes before the next update. Cheers. Hello, Deathstroke. Respect the grind. Well, thank you. That just gets it to 112. Fishy on that. Oh. Well. I really should upgrade my Fiona. So I need 4 red triangles. Purple red triangles, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else do I need? I need 2 blue gold circles. Okay, and then what else do I need? 6 of the black boxes. Curse those black boxes. That's 5. And then we'll go with 6. So now we can upgrade Fiona. Let's go to these weapon chips. Quality. Okay, grade. September 5th is the next patch. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 3.2. They've been promoting it on their Twitter like crazy. Wow, I have 68 of these boys? That's crazy. So I started a party, server 1. It's an open party. All you got to do is join up on me. And we're going to do a couple of raids. Excuse me, a couple of world bosses. If that pleases the court. And I hope that pleases the court. It is what it is.
The joke yesterday was really bad, wasn't it?
Slow people, am I right? Alright, so we've got a bunch of spots left open. It's open-ended. And you know what? Since I know quoted is a little bit on the side, I have to actually go in and give him a written invitation. Sinestral? Who is Sinestral? That's not Sinestra. Who is Sinestral? I'm so blowed at this. Who is this? How do I join the raid? Well, you just request to join and it's open-ended. Quoted, you shut up right now. You just shut your filthy mouth. I know how to join. Of course it's quoted. He's right there on Sobek. Quoted, is he there? It hasn't spawned in. Switch to a different channel. Wait, have you farmed one out of channel 1 yet? Hey, can somebody find Sobek? I'd really appreciate it. Because I'd like to use my chip on Sobek. What'd you say there, quoted? You've already checked channel 1? Well, Sobek is not on channel 1. If anybody can find Sobek, definitely let me know. How many folks are here? It's Diva. What's up, Diva? Yeah, so No as the DPS, I imagine. No is a DPS character, right? It's an attack character. People, am I right? So I was using the Blocks of Soldier deck against Blue Eyes deck. I was down to 800 LP, and the other guy had 8,000 LP. He could have won, but he decided to show off and gave me a chance to win. I do that too, but I don't consider it showing off. I like to have a match. I think whenever I play Yu-Gi-Oh like that, and I have pretty much won, and you know that I won, and I know that I won, and you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I won, what's the point? Look, man, I already done beat you. I don't care about this rank. Screw that rank. That rank's going to be gone in 2 weeks anyway. Let's have some fun. Here. Come back. I do that a lot to people whenever I play the game. When I know that I've won and they know that I know that I've won, whatever, man. Here, I'm just going to... I pass. I pass again. Do whatever you need to do to catch up, do it. I am so set up right now. I want to see how you beat this. I'll give you as many rounds as you need. And sometimes people can come back. Sometimes. Most of the time, they're just pulling, and then they surrender, they kill themselves. But sometimes they do come back, which I think is really cool. That comeback almost made me hit the Ventus laugh. What's the Ventus laugh? No. What are you talking about? Unknown? I don't banish nobody. I let them come back. Nah, man. I let them people come back when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I let them come back. Wait, who's leader? Am I not party leader? Wait, what? What is going on? I made the party. Oh, I couldn't do a team call because my line was full. Or my channel was full. So it brought me to another channel that was not full. Has anybody figured out how many people are allowed to be in one channel? I heard something atrocious, like you're only allowed to have like 12 people in one channel. Yeah, I read it out loud, T-Lay Major. How did you... I literally just read it out loud. How did you not catch that? I read where you said there's a guy who was... had the 8,000 life points and decided to let you win. I read it. It's more like 50-ish? Okay. About 30, maybe 32 max per channel. Not sure about PS limit though. I imagine it's a little bit like... It should be like a little bit light on PlayStation because we got to deal with PlayStation 4 people at the same time. And PlayStation 4 can't deal with that many people. I remember playing DCO Online and having all the friggin' just the entire lobbies, the entire like server, just literally inside of Chinatown. The game would lag so bad. What channel am I on? I'm on channel 27. Let's see if Sobek is on channel 27. Ah, skipped over during the ads. Just got off work. How you doing, Ventus? I am doing a lot better than earlier. I was laying in bed after I was confused on how to exit my house. It's a scary dream. Not knowing how to leave the house. And I was just thinking, like, man, I haven't uploaded anything, and I had to private that last stream, so I was just like, I gotta stream again, do something a little bit happier, a little bit more positive, so I'm doing better now. How are you? Do you like spaghetti? I had spaghetti for dinner. I had a gigantic bowl of spaghetti that I literally just think of the biggest bowl of spaghetti that you've ever had, and that's what I had, and I got so full eating spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Now you're hungry, Tanner? I'm probably gonna eat another bowl of it, to be honest with you. You ever do that? You're not hungry, but because of whatever there is for dinner, it tastes really good. You just go back and get more of it, but you're not hungry. I mean, you can eat. You have space to eat. You're not gonna like be super, well, you'll probably be super bloated, but I don't know. I do that when there's good food, like pizza. I'll eat my fill of the pizzas where I'm not hungry no more, but because I like the pizza, I eat more of the pizza, more than I should be eating. I feel like that's how I died. What's up, Bourbon? Welcome back to the stream. Bourbon Beats, I want to tell you that I recognize you and remember you. And the reason that I recognize and remember you is because there was this little white girl when I was in the 7th grade that I had a gigantic crush on, but she was the most racist girl that I'd ever met. And I hated her for it, but I liked her at the same time because she was just the perfect girl. Her name was Robin Berman. Everything about her was literally perfect. She wasn't like the star of her group. She wasn't super hot. You know what I mean? She was short. She was kind of skinny. She was a wannabe. Her self-esteem was just so. She did gymnastics. The only thing that sucked about it was that she was just racist. She did not like black people. And the black people in our class did not give her any reason to like black people. And that girl did not like me, man. But I liked the crap out of her, bro. I really did. And her name was Robin Berman. So that's how I remember your name. I didn't get Crow's chip. I'm actually kind of pissed at that. I'm actually a lot pissed at that. I didn't get Crow's chip. I'm a lot pissed at that. Well, boys, let's do it. Oh, no. We gotta do this one. Mr. McFadden! What level are you, sir? You can't raid yet? No way. Mr. McFadden is only level 59. Mr. McFadden, you gotta tighten your game up. Wait, hold on. That's not Mr. McFadden. Zalfilk. That's Lord Uramachi. Why did I think? Because his name is Zalfilk. That's Mr. Okay. I thought for sure y'all were the same person. GG's, I guess. Well, let's go kill some of these Domain 9 bosses then, if that's the case. Ice cream, Josh. I don't know if anybody ever told you this, but you're fat. And I've seen what you look like. This is why I fish. Always get a Matrix box every week. Really? Tell me a little bit more about this fishing. I'm trying to change my producer name since my name is Art. Really? Okay. That's pretty cool. I always like hearing about people that are making something of themselves like that, you know? It inspires me to greatness. I was thinking about this the other day, right? How do people reconcile... Oh, crap. It's not here. This person over here having 2 sticks and a box. Just a broad example. You've got John over there. He's got 2 sticks in a box. And he used those 2 sticks in a box to make $1 million. You also have 2 sticks and a box. What is preventing you from getting $1 million? That's all I'm saying. I think about that analogy every single time I turn this computer on. Every single time that I look at Mr. Beast. Like, whenever I see Mr. Beast's face, I think of that. Whenever I see Optic Hex, I think of that. And I don't know, maybe that's just unneeded or unwarranted pressure on myself, but dude's got 2 sticks in a box, I got 2 sticks in a box. I can do what he does. Right, what's the difference? what is it, you know? So, but then, you know, when you start to really think about it, right? I use this other analogy, and it's like when Naruto is going, like in Naruto Shippuden, there's a fight. There was one arc or one fight scene where they were using this super weak Hyuga. Like, he was a garbage Hyuga member. He could barely use the Byakugan. And they needed to use Fire Style, I think. And they asked people, like, who has Fire Style? And the Hyuga guy was like, I can use Fire Style a little bit, but not to any great effect or whatever. So then that led me to the analogy of, you got to play to your strengths. If he's a Hyuga member, you don't put him on the front lines, because what is he going to do? Stare at them? You put him in the back where he can tell you where people are going at all times. That's his role in this. You don't put him on the front lines. He's not a fighter. So I think when it comes to that in conjunction with 2 sticks in a box, you may have 2 sticks in a box just like Jim over there, but Jim may be stronger at this area than you are. So you have to find out your own way to use the 2 sticks in the box, and you can't, like, do exactly what he did. And you might not be as successful as Jim with his 2 sticks in the box, because his skill set, his innate skill set, just gives him a better advantage. Play to your strengths. Why won't this top go? Okay. Let's get it. Exactly, just because we got 2 sticks, it doesn't mean we can do the same thing with the box and sticks, right? And that's the reason why I say I put unwarranted pressure on myself. You know what I mean? Because I know that I can't do what Mr. Beast does. I just don't have it in me. I don't. Whatever he's got, I ain't got. But I still try. And somebody said something about... I forget what it was on Twitter. It was something about YouTube and why you got started into YouTube, and I said it was because I saw a Yahoo article of PewDiePie made $1 million just playing video games on stream and YouTube and stuff, and I'm just like, brother, at the very bare minimum, if this dude's making $1 million, I can make 30,000. I can make 30,000. If he's making $1 million just playing video games, I'm gonna look and see what he does. I am making a quarter of that. At the very least, I'm making a quarter of that. Well, maybe not a quarter. I can't make 250K, but I'm making a little bit off of that. I'll make an airplane out of that. Hey, look, everybody, Unknown is here. Unknown's my friend, and he often gives me sage advice. And he pops up in my head whenever somebody speeds past me in a car and tells me to slow down. That's my buddy. Do you guys have anybody like that in your life? If you are lucky to have somebody like that. Because often I think, what happens if I never met Unknown? how many car accidents I might have gotten in because I wouldn't have had that voice to tell me to stop. Sometimes, literally, unknown's voice is the only thing that stops me from making super bad decisions while driving. Literally. Of course, I know in of myself what's an acceptable risk. I'll look around. Are there any cops? I'll look around. Are there any people walking up ahead? Is it okay for me to mash the gas right now? Should I mash the gas? Is it good? Yeah, it's good. You're clear. Mash the gas. Go ahead and do it. I'm not saying I do stuff recklessly when driving. I'm just saying that there are certain times where I will do something reckless. It doesn't have to be driving. It can be with anything. But mostly it's driving. I do something reckless, and I will check to see if it's within acceptable parameters to do something reckless. And then, as I'm checking those parameters, look left, look right, look ahead, check for cops. As I'm hitting the sport mode, what are you doing? Just a giant Squirtle. Just a giant Squirtle just popping up on the front windshield in the hologram with the sunglasses on and everything. What are you doing? You got an ad for anti-overdose meds? I didn't even know that was a thing. This is fun, isn't it? Where is he? Just run him through with a sword. Did I get the execute, you think? Or did somebody else? I feel like I got that execute. See ya, Berman Beats. You have yourself a good time, man. Thank you for stopping by. I feel like I got that execute. AFK farming mounts right now. I envy you. I swear these modern control players on SF6 is annoying. I haven't touched FF6 in a grip, bro. I think the only thing that's bringing me back to Street Fighter 6 right now is Akuma. That's going to be the only thing that brings me back. I was thinking about it last night because I wanted to do something to cheer Tibby up. And I was going to play Street Fighter 6 with him. But I was like, you know what? I'm good on Street Fighter 6. I don't feel like getting overheated. I'm good on that. So I didn't do it. I ended up playing... Buddy, you're out of area. Stop. Like, he's actually out of area right now. What is this? He's not supposed to be here. What's up, xCloud? Hey, you're here. Just like you said you would be. Hey. Let's go. Thank you guys. I got some more free stuff. I love how Diva just rides past me with that cool looking motorcycle.
Eat this.
This is the boss I glitched and soloed? Oh, that's cool. I did that once on... What was that Chinese game that I was just playing that was multiplayer? That everybody was having trouble with? I forget the name of it. Like, it just came out like 7 months ago or something. I glitched a boss like that. and I beat it. Like, it couldn't move. And I was like, whatever. I ain't mad. Can I not be stuck? There he is. Don't move, you. Oh, he's annoying. Black Crow kind of sucks. Yeah, it doesn't stay still. Not my favorite boss. I don't care if they never innovate the bosses. Just give me a boss that doesn't run away. Let me just keep attacking it. Is that a Fantasia? What was that blue dome that kept him in place? That wasn't somebody's Fantasia. That was blue. That wasn't purple. Brother, I'm stuck. I can't move. Bro, what is that? That's so frustrating. I couldn't move and nobody was healing. Do we not have a healer? Could somebody please heal, or is that too much to ask? There's no way I should be dying. Saki's manual Fantasia ability, it's in blue color? Okay, so that was Diva. Brother, where is this thing? What's my CS? I don't know. I'll check after this. It changes a lot for some reason. Well, that was an execute if I ever saw one. Okay, so my CS right now is at 55,000. Let's go. That's pretty friggin' high. And just for the SNGs, let's just see how... Oh. I clicked the wrong one. Let's see how fast we can clear this, and then I'm going to end stream and dip. So this doesn't switch over to the next day. We can keep it all on. Oh, it already switched over to 12. Ah, dang it. Should have had it on timer. I wanted to end stream before midnight and didn't do it. All right, well, anyways, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so very much. I will catch you next time with a new upload I don't know when. I'm probably going to stream Sunday, which is today, because I have to put together some thoughts for a video, but I'm going to dip. See you guys. Thank you for watching, by the way.